Oh, a very good morning to you. I hope you're well. We're all well here at Hochanda Towers. We're all keeping our distance, keeping safe and well, and I hope you are too. With our shows, we've got some marvellous products, and our guests are safe and well and keeping their distance for no other reason than what's occurring at the moment. But what we do have are videos from our guests as well, and aren't they doing well? Have you seen the other shows? Isn't it wonderful? Everyone's just pulling together. It really, really is. So in this show, we're going to have Trisha and some great demonstrations for you, so don't go anywhere. Right, let's start with your summer clutch bag or your purse. Summer is coming. We turned the clocks forward last night, so we have sprung forward, and I think the first hour or the first day of summer, isn't that today? Or the first day of summertime, I think is today. Anywho's, £14.99. It's a lovely little kit, this is. And you've got a choice of colours between the turquoise, the pink and the purple. You get the patterns, so everything you need is within these pages. And you can see it's pictorials as well. It's very, very easy to follow. I'm not going to show you every single page because, of course, you've got to buy the pattern and the instruction pack to build and create, well, to sew. So let's have a look at the colours. This is lovely, isn't it? And also with the kit you get the clasp. And have you seen, it's a bee? How lovely is that? £14.99, 763 133. I know bees are very, very popular in the craft world, and it's a pull through. I'm going to call it a pull through because I don't really know the technical term for that, but what I will show you is when the bee flies over it, buzz, 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 she says, and then look at that, it's actually the bee tail. See that? So that's your bee tail, a beehive. And then you release that and then you open it up. So that is very, very clever, is it not? And that's your bee tail. But no sting in this tail, £14.99. It's a great price. You get the bee clasp, you get the fabrics to make that wonderful, wonderful purse. You've got the choice of colour, so that was your turquoise, that's your purple. I know you can see the colours, I don't need to tell you that, but it's always good to know. That's the purple, and you've got the pink just there. Now, I don't know what my favourite is. I'm thinking summer. I think my favourite's pink, Hochanda pink. What's your favourite? Maybe this could be a great gift for nieces or nephews, daughters or sons, and this would be a great idea to give as a gift pack or to make and give when you've made it up. It's also got a nice little strap on the side as well. 763 133 is your item number. You can put the strap on either side. So if you want to put the strap on, it's either on the left or the right, doesn't really matter. 763 133 is the item number. We can go whichever way you like. Right, now, when you are out and about or around your home, or maybe when we can go out and about, should I say, you might want to take your very own mug with you. Actually, at the moment, you might want to take your very own mug with you. It's a good point, actually. So what we've got here is a mug cozy carrier. And this is your full kit. Now, it doesn't come with the mugs, and I'm not sure whether we have any of these mugs available on our website. We might do, but it doesn't come with the mug. So I'll take that out, but I want to tell you that you can pop your mug in there. And do you know what? The reason why you take your mug with you is because it might be your favourite mug. You take that out and then you keep the mug nice and warm and cosy. And then when you finish with that on your desk or wherever you are, you place that back and you simply put the mug back in, clean it first though, and you pop that and then you can carry it with you. Don't put any hot drinks in there and carry it empty. It's lovely, isn't it? We do have Hochanda mugs on the website. They're £6.99, so if you want to have a Hochanda mug in your carrier, head to the website, £6.99, there you go. Or we've got 3 5-star reviews. I wonder what they are. Shall we have a look? We'll have a look. It might just be 5-star. They're just 5-star reviews. Well, that's good. I'm glad you like the mugs. I'm glad you like me mug. Not many people do. Now, you've got a choice. You've got the indigo patchwork and the sunflower. Again, I don't know I love sunflowers. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to go for this, but I do like the design of the patchwork as well. £16.99, saving £3. What a lovely kit. You get everything you need, including the wadding, the padding, that's going to help. That's like a thermal. It's going to help keep your mug warm, but it's more padding than anything else, but it all helps, doesn't it? So you get the full kit to put that together and the instructions on how to do it as well. And the great thing is, once you've got the pattern and the instructions, you can make it again with your own fabrics. 968752. Absolutely love this. What a lovely gift. When's Easter? 12th of April. 12th of April. And with Easter, isn't it the way that one year it's really hot and one year it's really cold? Not sure which way it's going to go this year. Can't remember last year. It was a similar time as well. So I'm thinking Easter, because you could put an egg inside as a gift and then somebody can use their own mug, or you could put an Easter egg with some chocolates inside and then that would be a really nice gift to give with it. I think so anyway. 968752 is your item number. You choose, you decide. And if you can't, you're more than welcome to buy both. You're more than welcome to buy more than one of the products from Trisha. Right, let's move on. So Totally Trisha. We're going to call it our So Totes Trish because we love Trisha. I love Trisha. I love her demonstrations as well. Now, you've got a choice here. We've got some Moda fabric. Oh my goodness. You've got the Lancaster with some beautiful designs here. Really nice browns and autumnal colours, but also very, very nice for any time of the year. Moda fabrics, they're so beautiful. Do you know they've got 60 designers working at Moda to bring you some beautiful fabrics, and they are the pioneers, they are the inventors of the cut fabric packs, like your charm packs, like your layer cakes and like your jelly rolls. Yeah, they invented them. It's amazing, isn't it? So that's your Lancaster. There's also a choice of the Northport. Again, we've got some lovely fabrics in there, but what I'm going to do is show you the samples of what you can make, because in the kit it's a bag or a runner. So here's the runner in the Lancaster. Shall I bring it down the front there? Yeah, you go. So that's the runner. I'll pop it that way actually. There you go. That's the runner in the Lancaster. It's really, I really like the use of the cream in that. So a table runner. You could divide this up and have smaller little mats if you want to as well. So that's your table runner, and remember you can make that in the Northport as well. And then you've got your bag. Really like this design, it's lovely. What's nice about this bag is that if you're putting your craft goods in there, the way it's been designed, the way that this one has got the lining in there, you just open it up and you've got the space inside to get everything. It doesn't go flat, so it keeps its shape, which is marvellous. So that's in the Lancaster, and that's what it looks like in the Northport. So you can see those beautiful fabrics there in the, is it a red? It's more of like a rusty red, isn't it, with your blues and your flowers in there. So to give you an idea of the two packs that we've got for you, one is the Lancaster, which is that one, and that one there is the Northport. Charm pack, £19.99. Moda fabric, everybody. Moda fabric, which is absolutely stunning. Right, £19.99 if you want to get that. And remember, with the pattern, you can continue making with your own fabrics. Now, remember the clasp that we saw, the bee? Well, with this particular pattern, with this instruction pack, you get that bee clasp. So you can make the bag, but you'll still have the bee and the clasp and the bee's tail that goes through, so that you can make that lovely bag that's on there. It's the full instructions, £12.99. 570051, a great little occasional bag to take with you. Pop your mobile phone, your keys in there, a bit of chocolate maybe. I don't know why I went like that. Why I do something sometimes, I have no idea. Bit of chocolate. Must have come from something sometime. Maybe it fell in my cot when I was little. That was the excuse for everything. Why are you afraid of that? Did it fall in your cot when you were little? I don't know. Anyhows, £12.99. That's for your antique bee clasp, and you get your patterns as well. Now, something else to help you make this particular bag, which is brilliant for your crochet, for your knitting, or just easy access, because you have got the frames, the wired frames that go in your bag, so that you can open it up like so, and it stays open, and we love that, so we can have a good old rummage around in there, get out what we need, and then just simply pop it back. That's the best demonstration I think you've ever seen here on Hochanda. You close it and you open it. You close it and you open it. And if you don't want to make the bag, you could also use them for goalposts as well, for maybe your gerbils. Right, £13.99, it's all I've got. 735182 is your item number. You've got that full pack there, the instructions. It's a beautiful, beautiful design, and having those wired frames to help you will make you a fantastic bag. Maybe it's for yourself, or maybe it's for a family or friend. Just £13.99 gets you the pattern and the frames. Right, so that's you in the frame with that one. We're moving on. We're moving on. This is your 5-pocket accessory. Like these. Now you've got a choice. Let me show you what it looks like in one of them. Here we go. So this is your denim and cerise. So here we go. We go out, da, 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 and we want to do something. So we want to add items to here. Now you could have that on your craft area. You could take items out, you could put them in your bags, and then you can just simply take that and then close them. So this could be dies, imagine that. If you are crafting and you've got dies or stamps and you want to keep them in your pocket, that would be good, because then that wouldn't be too thick. That'd be really good. And then if you wanted to, I would put a tie around the handle there. So if you do have anything in there, you could perhaps just tie it across the top. I do like that. It's great, isn't it? It's fabulous. You could. I wonder if you could do that with it as well. Let's just have a go. Let's just have a go. Why not? Why not? Could you hang it up like that? Maybe. Maybe. You could try and give it a go, but these are fantastic. I do like these. It's just a great way of keeping yourself organised. Now that is your denim and your cerise. Your denim and cerise. Let me just take that round there. Okay, so that's one choice. Your second choice is your denim and your turquoise. So we've got some lovely fabrics in there to help you make that wonderful bag. And here it is made up. I like this one actually. It's very nice, isn't it? And then you've also got your denim and your lilac. So those are your fabrics for your denim and your lilac. It's your accessory hold it all kit. You get everything you need apart from your threads. You'll need that, but you get the design, and you can always make another one once you've made it up, and you get the pictorials in there and all the instructions. 211775 is your item number for that. All you need to do is choose the fabric that goes alongside your denim. Denim, 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 denim. Can't do any more, I might have to pay for it. We're moving on. Is it a live walk? Right, I might do a bit of break dancing next time I do that. Okay, we have another pattern bag for you. This is your stripey bag. Is this your fiddly-dee bag? Fiddly diddly diddly dee, fiddly. Oh, if I was going to make this bag, do you know who I would give this bag to? Catherine. Because Catherine is a bit of a fiddly diddly diddly dee. It comes from Gone with the Wind, isn't it? Fiddly diddly diddly dee. Isn't it? Yes, yes. It's from like the cowboy movies, you know. Yes, and they used to wear dresses, and the cowboys used to come in and say, no, the cowboys didn't wear dresses, but I've got a good story about cowboys in a moment. Let's just take you through this and I'll tell you. It's available on FlexiBuy, and you get the fabrics. You get 10 fat quarters. Have we got an option on this side? Yes, we have. It's a different item number. So let me just take that over there for the moment, because I'll do that in a moment. Here's your pattern. So the greens, beautiful spring colours like these. These will brighten up your day. We've got some blues in there, some purples, beautiful flowers, and they all match, don't they? They're different colours, they're different designs, but they go so well together. And this is something that Trish does so very, very well. So here's something that's going to make you smile. A nice summer bag. I like the design of this because it's quite a good depth, isn't it? And I like that. Sometimes bags can be very wide and not very deep. I like this because you've got more depth to it, which is really nice. And it will fit just under your arm, just like that. So you can keep it nice and you can walk along with it like that. That's how my mum used to have her bags. You can hold on to it. You've got to hold on to your bag as you go walking. So I like that. I like the fact that it doesn't hang too far down. So that's a really nice design. Love that. Love that. So that is your one option. Sorry, I'm wrecking everything. 727-766. It's available on 2 payments of FlexiBuy. So that is the green option. The next option, that's your fiddly-dee, fiddly-diddly-diddly-dee. And they, oh, your mechanic. Your mechanic. Machinac. I think it's machinac, not mechanic. Although, if you know a mechanic, I'm sure they would appreciate this to take their sandwiches to work. I think it looked rather nice on a mechanic, but it's Mackinac. Mackinac Island. Is Mackinac Island a place? Maybe I should have looked this up. £44.99. Let's have a look at it. It is a place. Whereabouts is it? Sorry, it's in Michigan. You might think I'm talking to you guys at home. I've got an earpiece here, and I was just asking my producer. It's a bit rude, isn't it? It's like I'm shouting at you at the television. Where is it? What is it? Is it an island? Tell me. Because I actually can hear you at home, by the way. Yes, and I heard that as well. Don't think I don't hear you. I just sometimes choose to let it go. Right, the fabrics here, again, are absolutely delightful. You've got that lovely, that's my favourite. I'd love a shirt made in that. I really would. You've got your lovely corals and your greens and your peachy colours in there. Some blues, and that blue is carried through. Again, they work so well together. All different patterns, different shades of blue, but don't they work beautifully? Oh, that's a nice one as well. And that, oh, our Adam would look good in a shirt like that. Right, so those are your 2 options, and you get the fabrics, and do you get these as well? Ah, it's a different item. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. £44.99, 813-927 is your item number, and you choose, you decide which one you want to go for. 813-927. Right. I'll pick these up, shall I? We've got some metal embellishments. Now, if you're making something, it's handmade, right? And you want to show people that it's handmade. Well, with these, you've got your embellishments, and you get a set of 5. They're easy to place through your fabrics. So that will go through your fabric. And then let me just pop that down a moment. That goes through your fabric. Make sure. Okay, sorry, I was just getting it lined up before I had a look up. And you just pop that through there, and then you fold that over and you fold that over like that. You will secure that better. It's just that I want to take that off. So that's how you place it onto your fabric. Very, very easy to do so. But doesn't that look professional? When you're selling something, that looks amazing. Sorry about my hands, they're a bit dry. There you go. I know I've got dry hands. It is all the washing. It's good. The only thing is, when they get really sore, if you then put cream on, oh, it really hurts. It really hurts. So I might put some olive oil on them tonight and put them in a, olive oil, and then I might put them in some gloves, and that will just sort of soak in. I don't know if that's a thing, but olive oil and gloves, I've got that at home. I might as well use them. Right, £9.99 if you want to go for your handmade embellishments. 731293. Right. Now, remember this. It's the hold all. It's the pocket hold all. It's brilliant. I love it. You can just open it up. You can put your bits and bobs in there, which is fabulous. Do you know what this would be great for? Dog training. I know it's a bit random. Bear with me. I know I'm talking about dogs, not bears, but if you are dog training, you take all your treats, all your different treats out with you. You could place that in an area, and then you could do a little bit of training with your dog. Not sit and beg or anything like that. Don't like that. Just so, you know, just to have the dog just be calm and things like that. Yeah, sit down's good, but not beg or roll over or anything like that. Poor little dog. Right, $15.99. Would you like to know how to put this together? Well, here's our lovely Trish.
So here's the 5-pocket hold-all, a lovely different technique which I came across when the Australian fires were happening, and I just thought that's really good, and I'm going to make something a little bit different from that. So you'll have a template within, or 2 templates in fact, within your instruction pack, one for the lining and one for your outer fabrics. So I'm going to do the first bit of stitching with our denim. So I've got 2 pieces of lining, and as you'll notice, they are slightly longer than the outer, so the denim. So what I'm going to do is line up, having cut my pieces out, I'm going to line these edges. So I'll do this down on the machine table and just pin those in place, because you want it to line up nicely so that you have got the lining fabric evenly across the top. It's about 1 inch higher than the pouch itself, and I want to make sure that across the top edge, this bit here is even. We can make it okay even if it's not. So what I've done, I've put the lining fabric right sides together, and then on top I have put the denim that is right sides together and lined it up like so. Looks strange, but wait for this. I'm going to start stitching right at the top edge, so right on this lining, and then I'm going to go all the way around. So I'm going to reverse at the top, and then again 1/4 inch seam allowance, or the seam allowance doesn't matter. Obviously if it's a little bit bigger, it's just going to make your pouch that little bit smaller, but nothing that's going to make too much difference. So around those curves and all the way up the other side, right to the top, over that lining fabric and reverse. So the first thing I would do here is, where your curves are, you can clip into them, or I like to just trim to about 1/8 of an inch. So just trim all that excess fabric off, and then there's no need to keep clipping into the seams. Next point is you pop your hand in between those 2 outer layers of denim, scrunch your hand up and pull it through to the right side. I pop my finger in here and just roll it round that curve to give a nice curve, pushing the fabric out like so. And then I'm going to put my hand inside the 2 pieces of lining, and there you have your lined pocket. I think that's fab. What an easy way of making a little pocket that's lined. So from here, we want to turn that lining fabric down so the raw edge meets the top of the denim, like so, and finger press. So that should be, I'm going to do it on here, and so that should be about 1/2 inch. So I've just finger pressed. You can go to the ironing board and do that, but if you just finger press down so that the raw edge of the lining meets the raw edge of the denim, that is quite sufficient for the next point. So I then go to the seam and just pull that over. Because I finger pressed it, it comes over quite nicely, and then refold for a second time to give you a nice neat bound edge. So I'll pop a pin at that side seam, go to the other side, fold it over. As you see, that lines up. Even though that's not lined up there, we can still make that even, because you can turn less of it back to give a nice even bound top to your pocket. Pin in there. Then if you put your hands in there, or your fingers at the side, pull that across, you see there, you can get a nice even top, like so. And then I put a pin just to hold that. And then similarly on the other side, just tuck that up so you get a nice even bound top like this. And then all I'm going to do is pop that under my free arm. So I take the extension table or accessory tray away, pop that under and stitch around the top. But I'll just show you once again, because the denim doesn't have any wadding in there, but because we're using batik, I've got wadding that I've popped on the back of the batik, and the lining is as it is with the other one. So right sides together again, line those bottom edges up, make sure you've got an even amount of lining fabric at the top, and then stitch all the way from the top. So right through that lining, and you can see now why you need to do that, because it's that part that holds together when you're turning your bound edge over the top. So really it's just the same as with the denim, but you've got that lining of wadding. So if you decide you want to make more, or even a 10 pocket bag, you could do exactly that, and you could put wadding in each of those pockets. So again, trim that edge off here to about 1/8 of an inch, and on this curve here, got a bit closer, and then pop your hand into the layers of the outer, so the batik, scrunch it so that you can just pop that through, finger into the pocket, just roll your finger around those curved edges and to just push those out nicely. And you'll notice then if perhaps the seam hasn't caught and you've got a nice curved edge, and again you can then just go around the top and finger press, and the side, finger press, and like so. And then we'll just pull that over to give us a nice bound edge again. So I'll pin that, and I'll come back later with the next part of the 5 pocket pouch.
Are you envious of all that fabric she had in the background? Thanks, Trish, for that. We've got more Trish a little later on for you. That's what we're doing here at Hochanda. We are keeping our distance from one another for no other reason than what's happening at the moment. We don't normally keep our distance. And our guests, they're staying at home as well, so they're sending in their videos, and that's what you're going to see throughout the day. So we've still got plenty of demonstrations for you, and it's really interesting to see them from our guests as well. They've worked so incredibly hard. They really have. We really appreciate that. And we appreciate you tuning in and watching as well. And I'm sure lovely Trisha appreciates anything that you buy from the show as well. We've got some beautiful designs and wonderful fabric as well. £14.99 is the price for your summer clutch purse kit, and you've got a choice of colours. There's the blue, sorry, the turquoise, you've got the purple or the pink. What a delightful bag this is. The purple is in the lead. Now the clasp that you're seeing, you also get that as well. It's in the design of a bee. Let me show you this. So you've got your bee there, which is beautiful, isn't it? It's like an antique style bee. And then the tail, or the base of the bee, you lift that up. There's no sting in that tail. It's quite safe to open it. You take that off and you can open it up. And if you want to, you can just place that down. I think that is brilliant. Never seen anything like that. What a wonderful design. You get that included with the fabric to put together this purse. So that's all there for you. It's really easy to set up as well. And in order to get the bee's tail through, let me just show you this. It's as easy as just taking that through the fabric. You would probably cut the fabric a little bit each side, place that through, and then you've got the element, the stopper that goes at the back, and then you just fold that over. So it's really easy to add. Everything's already made up for you. So all you have to do, yep, that doesn't do anything. You pop that on the top. So it's very easy to put together. 763133 is your item number. Blue, purple or pink, but the purple is in the lead. I like the pink, but you know, I like the blue as well. 763133. Kirsty likes the blue. That's her favourite. Kirsty's flooring today. Right, another live walk. Oh, the mug cozy carrier. Oh, I love a cozy mug. Love a cozy mug. Okay, let me show you what you're getting. There's a choice of fabrics. One is your indigo patchwork, which is this one here, and the other one is your sunflower. Let me bring this one forward to show you. So first of all, you've got your handle on there. And you can see all the way round, but there's something inside. You don't get the mug. You provide your own mug, but you get the button. Open that up, and there's your mug. So you take that out, you go to work or you go around your friend's house when we're able to do so, and you've got your own personalised mug. But it gets better. It's not just a carrier to take to and from. You can leave your mug in there and you can pop that on the side of your table. It will keep the mug safe because it will be inside there if you want it. And then you can take it out, you can go and get yourself a cup of tea, and then you can pop it back as well. So that's a really cool design. Then you can just put that back on, gets folded over, and then you put that over there. And then I can pop that back. Let me put the button on. I couldn't button my shirt this morning. Right, there you go, that's that. So it's a choice between the indigo patchwork and the sunflower. Absolutely love these. Great present for Easter. Put some chocolates inside a mug. Get a mug from somewhere. If you want a mug, we've got some on the website. And I'm not talking about presenter photos. I'm talking about mugs for sale. Good morning, Hochanda mugs, $6.99. Right. Do you want to see Trisha again? She's got a great demonstration coming up. How to put together the mug carrier.
So here's the mug cozy carrier. As usual, you'll get your fabrics pre-cut. You'll have a set of the base and 4 outers, side pieces, and you'll get the lining pieces cut to size as well, along with pieces of the foam stabiliser to give the mug carrier some stability and shape. So the first thing we'll do with the fabric and the foam, the outer fabric, make sure the direction is the right way up, because this one is daisies which are growing in a certain direction. And the first thing I'm going to do is to actually stitch the whole way around the edge here, just to hold the stabiliser together with the fabric. You can use foam fabric spray, but it doesn't tend to hold very well. So I prefer to do the longest stitch I can possible to hold the outer edges within the eighth of an inch, so that this stitching doesn't show when we come to put the mug carrier together. So I'm just on the last side now. It doesn't matter if it wobbles a bit or comes off the sides, because it's all going to be hidden anyway. So having stitched all the foam to the sides, we're now going to stitch them together. So I'm going to take 2 outer pieces, or first of all I'm going to take the base piece and an outer, and I'm going to lay them right sides together. So just check that the daisies are going upright, and then lay them down. Align the raw edges of the foam stabiliser as opposed to the fabric, which could possibly slip just a little bit, but pin to secure if you would like to, and stitch across that seam. So now we have the piece here, the base and an outer. We're then going to do the opposite side. So again, have a look to see that the daisies are going the right way up, and lay that right sides together. Hold that side so you know which side you're going to stitch, and align those, pop them under the machine and stitch across. Now there's no need to reverse. You can if you want to at the start and the end, but because these seams are going to be crossed over, then it's not totally essential. So I've got my 2 pieces here and my base, and I'm then going to do the other 2 opposite sides. So again, look to see that the outer and the daisies are going the right way up. Lay that right sides together. Line up those raw edges there and just match up the foam stabiliser, and that gives you that little seam allowance at each side. And then pin if you require. Pop it under your machine and stitch across. So that's 3 sides stitched, and then the final side, again, just check to make sure the daisies are the right way up, lay it in position of the cross, fold it down, right sides together, align those edges and stitch across. Okay, so now that you have your cross formation, and you can see where these overlaps are in the corners here, and what we're going to do now is take any 2 adjacent sides, and we're going to place them together and align that top edge. That side, that edge is the most important. And again, if you want to pin to hold that before you pop it under the machine. At the top here, I would actually reverse because that holds that together when you are going to be turning it through with your lining fabric in place. So down to the bottom and reverse at the bottom as well, just to make sure that is nice and secure. And again, take the next side, line those raw edges, place under the machine with a reverse stitch there, pin if you would like to, and straight down to that bottom edge. And you'll see there, that's where you're going over the stitching, which we didn't reverse on because we didn't need to. So side 3 coming up, getting those top edges. Now the foam stabiliser is very forgiving, and that will squash itself down so that you can stitch easily. Down to the bottom and cut. And again with the last seam and straight down to the end. When we've got to the end here, just check to make sure that all those seams, there's no gaps. Pop your hand in the middle and turn that to the right side. Poke your fingers into those corners, just to poke those out, like so. And all of those seams are nicely secured. Trim off those edges and we'll all finish the first part of the mug cozy carrier. We do need to do the lining now. So onto the lining now. Again, you have got your 4 outer sides and the base piece. And I've started off exactly the same as we did with the base. So I've got the base piece and then I've attached 2 of the outer pieces on opposite sides. So I'm now going to take the third piece and place that right sides together, lining up those edges with that little overlap and popping it under the machine. And again, I'm not going to reverse at this point either. I'm just going to stitch straight across here with my usual 1/4 inch seam allowance. So there's the third piece, the third side, and now the fourth side, right sides together with that remaining edge. Line those edges up there and place it under the machine. Pins at the ready if you would like to. And I'm just holding that so that the edges are aligned the whole way across. And again, now we're going to bring the sides together. Now when we put 2 sides together, the first one we'll stitch the whole way down. And at the top edge, aligning those top edges as before, because those are the important ones, holding those side seams together and all the way down to the base. Now, the second one, I'm going to leave a gap in the side. I like to think about it on the second or third side, just in case I forget. So line those edges up again and come down about 1 inch or 1.5 inches and then cut your thread. Move down, leaving about 3 to 4 inches so that you've got 1 inch or so left at the bottom, and we've created our gap in the side there for turning. A little bit small, I think, so I may have to unpick that a little bit. So the third side, we'll align that top edge and reverse at the top, because again we're going to be having a little bit of stress on that when we're turning through or when we're top stitching the edge together. So I like to keep that nice and firmly secured. Again, line up those top edges and under the machine, reverse a little and down to the bottom. And cut the thread. Now this piece we're going to leave as it is, so wrong sides out, because we're going to take our mug cozy now and we're going to, I put my hand in, scrunch the bottom because it's the easiest way to push the outer into the lining piece itself. Now what I'm doing is I'm lining up those side seams and make sure they align, and I'm going to put pop a pin in there to hold. So move round to the next seam and again pin in there to hold, and the next one. And because they're quite small seams, or the distance between the seams is not very long, you don't need to put an extra pin in the middle because you can pull those into place as you come to them. So if you are able to remove any extension plate or accessory tray, now's the time to do that, because we're going to place that the opening over your free arm and pop the mug cozy underneath. And I'm just going to stitch around to that side seam, taking my pins out as I go. Around we go. And we're going to stitch the whole way around because we left that gap, albeit slightly too small, but I did leave that gap in the side seam. So coming around, again, a little bit more slowly over that side seam, and then see if you can join and stitch over the first few stitches that you made, and we've joined at the top there. So now I'm just going to put my hand into that gap, scrunch that foam up and pull it through. So you can see now why I reversed at the top there, or rather at the edge of the gap, just to hold it, otherwise that would have pulled open. So just ease it around as you're going and that will come through. So you can show you can have quite a nice small opening. And then what we're going to do is to close that seam. So poke your fingers into those corners, make sure they're all stitched. There we go. And then at the side, I'm just going to pull, get a little bit of tension and pull those seams together and just finger press across there, and I'm going to stitch to close. So hold that together, pin if you'd like to, and quite close to the edge. I'm going to pull those seams together and stitch to close that opening. Then once that's done, pop your lining into the mug cozy itself, roll that top back so that you can't quite see the lining fabric, push down, pin at the side seams, and all we're going to do then, with your free arm, so with your accessory tray taken off, we're going to top stitch around that top edge, and then we'll go on to the next part.
Thanks for that, Trisha. We do have another demonstration coming up for you from Trisha, but what we're going to do is run through some of the items we've got for you. Let's start with the handmade tags. I love these. If you're making something, it's handmade. If you want to sell it, you want to show it off. So this is going to give it that professional finish. You get 5 of these. It's £9.99, 731293. You can pop those on anything really, and it makes them look fantastic. If you want to go for more than one set, you're more than welcome to do so. Maybe you've got a lot of projects you're working on at the moment. Right, we do have a fabulous bag for you here. I do like this. I love the design of it. I'm going to show you in a moment's time. This is your Stripey bag, and you get the instructions to make it. £44.99 because you get 10 fat quarters in the bundle. A choice of colours, and the different item numbers. So the item number on the screen at the moment is for the Mackinac. Is it Mackinac? I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. Mackinac Island. Mackinac. Right, the design of the bag, excuse me, I love this. I like the fact that it's slightly taller rather than wider. I just like that kind of style bag. You could fit your smaller mat in here actually. Maybe your flower folding mat or your little mini glass mat. You could pop your sewing balls in there, your knitting needles if you want to, or just use it for a bag to go shopping. It fits really nicely. I'm going to pop this over my arm again because it fits really nicely. Just tucks underneath the arm there so you can put your arm over it, keeps everything safe. And sometimes it helps you to carry because you can put your hand underneath like that. You can carry it rather than having all of that weight on your shoulder. You've got the opportunity just to put your hand underneath like that. So that's one option. The other option, different item number, same price, is your fiddly diddly diddly dee. It's your fiddly dee. You'll know what I'm talking about if you've seen those movies, you fiddle-dee-dee. Yeah, £44.99. You can divide the cost into two. You can divide the cost into two. It's 2 payments of £22.50. It's a beautiful bag, and again you get the fat quarters, great colours there, nice summer bag. Do like that. 727-766. If you like it, pop it into your basket so you can make your own basket when you get this home. Right, next up, you saw a demonstration of this, of your pocket organiser or your pocket holdall. Just open it up. You've got 3 choices here. This one is the denim and purple, lilac and purple. This is your lilac and purple. Again, you get denim and lilac. What did I say? Lilac and purple, goodness me, go home Janice. Denim and lilac, there you go. Do like those fabrics, love those colours actually. That could be my favourite. You've got your denim and turquoise, depicted by the band of course, and again same style. And you get all the fabrics that you need to put that together, including your instruction booklet. And then you've got your denim and cerise. You choose, you decide. Great little organiser, only £15.99. Wow. That's an excellent price. That is a fantastic price. And all you do is choose. And if you can't choose, you can have more than one if you want to. Fabulous price that. Right. Next up, if you want to make a bag that's got the handles that you open up, we've got the framework for you right here. It's not a telephone. It could be. Hello? Hi, how are you? Yeah, I've got a live show. All right then. No, you put the phone down. No, you put the phone... Oh, sorry. Sorry about this. You put the phone down. No, you put... All right, love you. Bye, 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 bye. Here's the great demo of the year. You open it and you close it. You open it, which gives you the opening to get inside, have a rummage around, get your stuff out, and then you can close it and it goes closed. £13.99. You get your instruction pad as well. You've got the instructions in there, how to make the bag. All you need are your fabrics, but most important, you've got your framework right there. £13.99. Right, we've got a fabulous charm pack for you, a choice of from Moda. Moda, the originators when it came to pre-cut fabrics like your charm packs, your jelly rolls and your layer cakes. You've got a choice. It's to make this bag, and it's Lancaster or your North Port. Let's take a look at Trisha putting this together.
So here are the 2 charm packs that I have today. Northport here, which has the most beautiful fabrics in reds, ivories, blues, beigey camely colour and blues, all in different designs, and you've got 42 5-inch squares in that pack. So that's your Northport one, and here is the Lancaster one. It's really, really lovely. And when you see all these separated up, like you'll have seen the bag and the bed runner, table runner, you'll see how beautifully these work together. So there's no choosing of fabric that you have to do to get everything to match. They all work wonderfully together. So I'm going to show you the basics of how to make the runner to give you the charm squares with a nice diagonal contrast fabric strip. So with your 5-inch squares, all you need to do is take, let's see what there were, there's 16 of them, I think, the instruction pack will tell you. And with your squares, you will line your ruler up on the diagonal, just pretend this is one piece, line it up, the ruler on the diagonal, and cut from one point to the other to give you 2 half-square triangles. Now each square will give you 2 of exactly the same colour, obviously. And what you will do then though, when you have your strip of fabric, of your contrast fabric, you're going to put one design fabric one side and one design the other. The only thing I've thought about is I put one slightly darker fabric, the other side I'd put a lighter fabric. So your strip of fabric is 1.5 inch wide that is going down the centre, and I've cut them about 10 inches long just to give me ample space. So to get a perfect finish, if you find the halfway point on your strip by just finger pressing, fold it in half and finger press. And then similarly, I can see that crease, similarly with your triangles, just fold those in half along that bias edge. Now be careful because it is a bias edge and therefore it could stretch, but just finger press that like so, and we'll sew one on first. So if you pop right sides of fabric together, so I'm lining up that crease line and just popping a pin there. Then I'm going to, you see there's extended piece of fabric there, that's fine, that's exactly what we want. So then with a 1/4 inch seam, as we are doing a patchwork technique to get these two line up perfectly together. So a 1/4 inch, but as I say, don't stretch that, just let the machine take the fabric as it goes. And then we'll fold that back, finger press very carefully, because as I say, we don't want it to stretch. And then similarly with the other triangle, just finger press that in the centre, and we're basically lining up those centre points of the triangle and the strip of fabric. Pop a pin there to hold it, place it under the machine, and again stitch with your 1/4 inch seam allowance and letting the machine do the work rather than you trying to stretch that. It doesn't need to fit anything at the moment. So straight to the end there, snip. And then you'll go to the ironing board. I'll press this, finger press this, but we'll go to the ironing board. And so to make that is perfectly straight. And then what we'll do now is to actually place your ruler. If you have a square patchwork ruler, it can sit on the top here, and so that you can line up this edge and this edge. I'm going to just, and I don't particularly want you to do, but I'm going to trim this piece in line with where that edge of that triangle goes, and in line here. And then what we're aiming to do is to get that, which actually it doesn't, but what you're aiming to do is to get this to come off so that your point is central here. I can see that now. And then off to here. So you have now made a square, which is a perfect square, and the centre of the end of the contrast piece of fabric is totally squared off. So you now have squares to sew together. So I have got some more here, and all you will do is stitch them together. So you will line up like so, right sides together, line those contrast pieces if you can, because it will look far better if it's perfect, but I wouldn't worry too much if it isn't. And then stitch a 1/4 inch down here, open out, and you're going to make more like that so that they form this square on point in the centre, or diamond, to make your runner.
That's our lovely Trisha. We've got another show lined up today from Trisha at 11 AM, not too long to wait. And we've got more demonstrations, including a demonstration on the summer clutch purse kit. This really is beautiful. You've got 3 choices. It's brand new today, and there's something really special on there as well. So you've got the turquoise, the purple, or the pink. Now, when you take a look at these, they look delightful, don't they? Really bright, gorgeous fabrics. But it's the clasp. Let's take a look at the clasp. I'll show you on the purple one. It's a bee, and the bee's tail lifts up, and that allows you to open and close the bag. So the tail goes up, and then you just pull that out and you get into your purse. Absolutely love that. It's really easy to place on there as well. And when you put the lining inside, it hides the attachment. I think that is fabulous. I really, really do. So you've got your antique bee clasp, and you've got a choice of fabrics in the turquoise, the purple, or the pink. You also get the instruction booklet as well, which is right here. Easy to follow. You've got your pictorials in there, so you can follow this stage by stage. And then once you've put this together, if you want to do it again, you can. But of course, you will need to get another clasp because that beautiful B clasp only comes with the kit. 763133 is your item number, and it's your choice. Thanks for joining us today. We've got more coming up. We've got Leonie coming up next. We're going to let her loose, so we can't wait. We've got La Blanche as well, so we're very, very excited about that at 9 o'clock. Thank you for joining us. Do check out your baskets and check back again at 11 a.m. for more shows from Trisha, but stay where you are.